Hey guys, it's Maddie, and welcome to part 4 of 12 of my 1 year anniversary celebration on HRT. Thank you so much for being here, and welcome to the channel. So, seeing as how tomorrow is my actual anniversary date, I thought now would be a really good time to sort of do a reflection on my first year of HRT and kind of share with you guys my overall experiences and exactly what else happened to me in the past 12 months. So it's no secret that tomorrow is a really big day for me, and honestly, I never thought that I would be in the spot and the position that I am in life right now. Um, I'm so happy with the way my life is turning out and how my transition is going. And I want to take some time to go into more detail and share that with you guys. Um, this time last year, exactly 12 months ago, I was freaking out because I had my first doctor appointment tomorrow, and I didn't know what to expect. I just wanted to get on hormones so bad, and I did. And so that's really when my hormone journey started. Um, over the last year, I've lost a lot and I've gained a lot. I've lost a lot of friends. I think I've probably lost some family who don't really understand or support me. My best friend at this time last year, who I came out to originally, who was there for me when I started HRT and all the crazy ups and downs, we're not friends anymore. And that's okay. Relationships come and go, and, she served her purpose in my life, and I'm still a better person for having known her. And I'm always going to feel that way, regardless of the outcome and how it turned out. That doesn't matter to me. All that matters is what she did for me when she was there and where I am now. And I'm a better person now. So I'm still eternally grateful for that relationship in my life. But I've gained so many new friends and relationships that I never thought that I would have, because I've stepped out of my comfort zone. I've met new people, and I've been myself. I've gotten to show people who I really am. And I think that's really special. And I think that people actually like who I really am for the most part. And that's comforting to know as well, because that tells me that I'm doing the right thing and making the right choices, because, I never got those feelings or reactions before. So, for my personal life and my family, I've lost a lot and I've gained a lot. But at the end, it's still been worth it. I'm still sitting here today before you, a better person than I was 12 months ago. I've over the past year, I've dealt with horrible sickness from my HRT and my hormones. Um, I've dealt with some crazy mood swings. I'm surprised anybody's still around me at all who knew me 12 months ago, to be honest with you, because I was not a pleasant person probably from like October through March of last year. Just because the mood swings, the hormones, they were so terrible. I apologize to everyone. But I went through all that. My body has changed so much. You guys will see that in my actual HRT and in my boob update videos that I'm going to do for you guys during this series. So I won't get too much into like the bodily changes and stuff. I've done extensive laser hair removal. I've almost completely removed the facial hair from my face, from my belly. I didn't have facial hair on my belly, but the hair on my belly, in places like that. So it's been an interesting journey to where every day when I wake up and I look in the mirror, I see that I'm one step closer to becoming who I really am. And that's something that I haven't been able to say for the past, 27 years of my life, is that I wasn't happy with who I was. And now I am. It's such a unexplainable feeling that I can't quite put words to it. And if you've gone through this process and this journey yourself, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just really tough for me to explain to people who haven't experienced this or haven't transitioned. So I'm sorry for my lack of being able to put it into actual words. Forgive me. But it's been a an interesting and a wild ride, and one that I wouldn't trade for just about anything in the world. Looking back, I never thought that I would be in the position that I am today. If you had asked me 10 years ago, that question, where are you going to be in 10 years? I would have never guessed this, because I had made the decision I was going to take my secret that I was trans and really a woman to the grave with me. 10 years ago, I was incredibly shy. I didn't speak to anybody. I wasn't confident with myself. I didn't have a lot of friends. I pretty much just kept to myself. And that's totally the opposite of where I am today. As I sit before you here, you guys are watching me on YouTube, of all places, where hundreds of people watch these videos every day, which I'm so incredibly humbled by that you guys would take the time and be willing to spend that with me here on this channel. And that I'm able to have sort of a platform and be able to possibly make an impact on people's lives. I never thought that I would actually have that kind of privilege in life, to be honest with you. I thought I would just be one of those people who went through life being invisible and no one really noticed. And then that's turned out not to be the case at all. And I'm incredibly grateful for that. And it's because of you guys that part of my life is possible. So from the bottom of my heart, sincerely, thank you. I've always been the kind of person that if anything seemed the least bit scary, I would always avoid it and go out of my way to not do it. And I was always the coward who ran from things and wouldn't do things that put me out of my comfort zone. And I did a lot of scary things last year. I told my boss and the people at my job who I really was, not knowing if they would accept me or reject me or what would happen with my career. I told them anyways. And then one day I showed up as myself at work, and that was horrifying. It was probably the second scariest thing I've ever had to do after coming out to my mom. And it's something else that I did that I never thought that I would be able to find the words or have a voice to be able to tell people who I really was in this world and stand up for myself. I've always been the kind of person who never stood up for myself. And I feel like I wouldn't say it's perfect now because I still struggle with it, but it's gotten so much better and I feel more confident about doing it. And, it's scary, but sometimes you just have to accept the fact that it's scary and do it anyways. And that's exactly what I've done. That's how I could describe this whole past year on HRT and transitioning, is that it was scary. It's still scary. And I just have to accept that fact that I'm afraid, and then I have to wake up every morning and I get dressed and I do my thing and I be me. And I do it anyways, despite the fact that I'm usually scared 90% of the time. And if there's one thing I've learned, I guess the most through the past year, and maybe you guys can relate to this as well, is that I'm capable. I am a strong person and I'm a capable person. And I realized that when I started losing my original group of friends that were with me through my transition, and I always thought that I wouldn't be able to do this without them and that I needed their support. And then I kind of always thought that I needed the support of my family and that I couldn't do this without them. And I had set up all these scenarios of how my actions in my life were dependent upon others. And once those people kind of started dropping out of my life, I realized that I was wrong and that I am perfectly capable of doing things by myself and for myself. And I didn't need the approval of others or the support of others to be able to be happy and be me. And that's probably the most empowering thing that I've learned over the past year, is that I am capable. And if that's something that you struggle with, I want you to know that you are more capable than you think you are as well. It might take a few hard lessons to actually learn that, like it did for me. But the sooner you learn it, I think the better off that you're going to be. And it's probably been the most impactful thing that I've learned over the past year on my journey, to becoming the real Madison Kate. But to sum it all up, it's been an amazing year, one of the best years of my life, probably the best year of my life, at least in memory. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm so excited about, looking forward to the next year and everything I have going on. There'll be a video about that. I think it's part 12. And I'm so happy that you guys have chosen to stick around and support me and watch my videos on this channel. It really means a lot to me. To make sure you don't miss any future videos and updates, go ahead and press the subscribe button down below, and you'll get notifications when all the new videos come out. And I have a P.O. box, so if you guys want to send mail, like, fan art or letters, I would love to hear from you guys. You can send those to Madison Kate, P.O. Box 6103, Lubbock, Texas 79413. And I'll get those. I'll open up all your mail right here on the channel and the videos. And like I said, I would love to hear from you guys. And also, don't forget, coming up this Sunday, October 29th, we're doing the 6-hour live stream to celebrate this fantastical week and all these videos I've been spamming you guys with. My apologies. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. So make sure you pop in, say hello. You can come ask me questions and just chat and hang out for a bit. It's going to be awesome. So until next time, you guys, be kind and make good choices.